Hello, friends, all GMG members. I'm Anand Ganu from Garje Marathi Global. I'm very proud today to introduce you or to reconnect you. You know both these stalwarts from Garje Marathi, that how Garje Marathi as an organization has lot of bright stars and how Garje Marathi brings them together to create a great synergy which is useful for those individuals as well as for our entire community and for Garje Marathi. Today we have with us Pramod Attarde, very well-known personality within Garje Marathi and beyond. He himself is a very renowned entrepreneur, but from Garje Marathi's point of view, he was convener for Garje Marathi GMG Excellence Summit 2024, and he leads our Northeast area chapter. Highly professional person, great philanthropy. Same way, we are with us Rajeev Thorat. Rajeev Thorat has got tremendous experience. He leads Garje Marathi's Texas chapter, and he has been inspirational to many people, especially when we started mahamarketplace.com. He was there to help people. He has massive experience of project management starting from Accenture. He himself is an entrepreneur. He is the one who started Garje Marathi's CRE, that is commercial real estate as well as non-commercial real estate as a business opportunities for Marathi communities, which itself is a novel idea for many Marathis. So this introduction is just a beginning of the thing. They themselves, Raju as well as Pramod, will tell more about them. But today we are here to talk about how Garje Marathi has been blessed with, or you can say very proud of, getting these two people together, who, by the way, share their date of birth also, and they came together during and little before our Excellence Summit 2024, and they are on the path to create a great empire. So I would request first Pramod Attarde to talk a little bit about himself, and then Rajivji, you please also say a few words about himself. Then we will go into the actual interview. Over to you, Pramodji.
Thank you, Anandji, for this great introduction. And I will say I'll speak in English rather than Marathi. So, uh, thanks to Garje Marathi, uh, I feel so proud of being a part as an active member, especially on Garje Marathi, where I was able to connect to the lot of great leaders from all part of the world, not only from the US, but in India, Dubai, and Singapore, and Australia, and many good friends. We made a lot of good friends. Uh, as far as my introduction is concerned, I'm a technical serial entrepreneur for like 25 plus years experience. Have done a lot of good exits, some of the good successful businesses, some startups also failed. Right now, I started a new venture like a couple of years before as a disruption into capital market on a blockchain technology. The whole idea was to open the capital market for small, medium businesses and the retail investors. At a smaller level, I have another philanthropic organization like Attarde Foundation, which is officially certifying agency for US Presidential Volunteer Service Award. And I'm very feel proud to work for Garje Marathi, work with Garje Marathi, and take any kind of responsibility in Garje Marathi. For I think that's is good enough, and I'll hand over it again to mute. Anandji, you're on mute.
Sorry, Pramod has been extremely modest. If we start talking about his career, then we'll need say, entirely maybe 4, 5, 6 episodes of the interview. He has really amazing career, lots of things which normal people also cannot imagine that he has done in his life. But we at Garje Marathi are very proud and lucky that we have Pramod with us. Rajiv, over to you, please.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you so much, and Pramod. I would say I feel privileged and elated when I sit with guys like you. I mean, uh, you have created a platform. It is not only a platform, it is a strong association of great entrepreneurs, business people, and highly placed executives around the world. And I got associated with GMG and I knew Anand Ganu about 3, 4, or 5 years back, but I really got involved thoroughly in last year. And yeah, it is like you feel so nice when you give back. You feel so nice to do something for the community. And I did not leave any opportunity to anything what I can do for the community. And I would say Garje Marathi founder Anand Ganu and everybody who supports is made it really possible for all these great minds to come together and create an impact. I had been a consulting guy throughout my life. I'm an engineer and MBA and worked with PwC, Deloitte, and longest possible career with Accenture. Worked in multiple countries, working in multiple industries, but interestingly, financial services, capital markets. And I've been a uh, passive investor and then active investor in commercial real estate in United States, and that's where Anand asked me to take that responsibility, and I did some contribution in that area. uh, Pramod and I happened to get to each other in early this year, and we just happened to talk about this platform he was building. And then I got super interested. We got together and we said, okay, let's work together. And uh, in the next few minutes, we'll also talk about that platform. But I'm super excited to be part of Garje Marathi Global as well as being part of this platform, what now we'll talk more about. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Raju. You have been really great asset for Garje Marathi. There is no doubt about it. Let's come to the our actually today's why we are here together. As one of the what I can say, Garje Marathi is my life. When something positive happens in Garje Marathi, and when people or they inform me about that, it is so overwhelming, and it gives you a sense of pride, sense of achievement, and as they say in Marathi, yachiसाठी केला होता अट्टाहास. It is like that. The whole
Yeah.
concept was for this sort of things to happen. So I will start asking. I think you can share the answers. I cannot direct because you both are equal. But as I understand, recently there was a big deal that you two have signed in tokenization with a real impact, a great impact on real estate. So I would like to know how this thing happened. I would like to know that what is the legal entity that doing this, and for maybe those people who are not exactly conversant or they don't know details about blockchain or tokenization, please give in few lines what is actually that you two are coming together and doing it. Maybe Pramod or maybe Raju can answer.
Yeah, I think I'd love to answer that, Anand. This whole deal has happened, and first of all, the credit goes to Garje Marathi, because if wouldn't have met Raji, wouldn't have met me at Excellence Summit, this probably wouldn't be talking about this. So Garje Marathi is a big catalyst for to make these things happen, and these deals are happening. So recent deal, what we have done is. There's a acquisition of Holiday Inn and Hilton of $22 million, where the sponsor or is acquiring that both the hotels. We are helping them to raise $8 million through our tokenization platform. Uh, and as your question is, what is tokenization and what is the fractionalization? So like a couple of years before, when I started building this platform as a company, when we looked into real estate as an illiquid asset, that means any investment in the real estate is considered as an illiquid; it cannot be liquidated right away. So the technology that we use underlying the blockchain is actually creating an opportunity that uh, those assets which are illiquid can be converted to an liquid asset. So this was an opportunity where the fractional investors can get into this deal, can invest into the real estate, number one, and then at the same time, over a period of time, they can, if they want to exit out, they can even exit out kind of thing. So at high level, we can talk more in detail, in a minute further, we can talk more in detail.
So, if I can say in layman's term, you are making it easy for people to invest as well as to book profit uh, um, uh, as per their capacity. As per their capacity. Maybe the project might be multi-million and you have only $100. Still, you can be part of that multi-million dollar thing. Am I right there? Am I right?
Exactly. So that's what is offering an opportunity to invest in a fractional investment earn the dividends, returns. At the same time, you have an ability to exit out also.
Okay. Okay. Great. 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 So, but there are a lot of crypto platforms, So, why will investor trust in our platform? I mean, what's the special? What's the special? How you can assure people that it is worth coming to you rather than to going, because every new company has got that disadvantage. New company comes with new ideas, but at the same time new company does not come with the validation. So how do you say that your crypto platform is better or people should come to you?
This is a very good question, Anand. And especially in the crypto space or this new technology space, it's very difficult for someone to really judge what the platform is. So, first of all, I would say our philosophy of our company is direction is more important than speed, because we work in the regulated environment. We believe that we should on the right direction. We should be on the right direction rather than claiming to be the first in the game and then we end up into the wrong direction. So our platform satisfies a lot of legal compliance, in the US, especially when an investor is onboarded, his complete KYC background due diligence has been done, whether it's a money laundering, trust funding, sanctions, pay, all that kind of for the platform take care and integrated with many other institution in the back end that actually handles this. A couple of things, we manage a lot of all the regulations in the US which are like used for capital raise like Reg D and Reg S, and maybe we can talk a little more about that also. So this platform is completely legally compliant. And the most important, this platform is based in the US. So a lot of crypto platforms are not registered in the US. So they are just
Oh,
advertised because they're scared of not being scared of the US regulations. So we said it's a US based company offering these solutions.
perfect. Perfect. So as an interview, I take that liberty to ask the questions which might be tricky. So as I understand, Pramod, you have technology. You know how to sell your technology. You have established name in the field. So where does Raju come into picture? I know his Accenture background. I know his CRE background, but I want to hear from him.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, so when I got to know about the platform, definitely it's a very solid platform with a lot of, uh, I would say, right things done in terms of compliance. And given my experience and direct exposure to Wall Street and capital markets, banks and the institutions, and particularly Security Exchange Commission, for example. And also the last program I worked on, which was a global program, and everywhere the Security Exchange Commission equivalent institutions were involved. So there's something called MAS in Singapore, Monetary Authority of Singapore, equivalent to ACC, equivalent to SEBI in India, right? So I saw that this was really done well. Only thing, possibly what I could see is I have to make it relevant to the market, which is real estate, which is illiquid. I had to give a shape and create an attractive wrapper on that, which is a marketplace, which will actually make the investors comfortable. It will be easy to navigate. It will be easy to proceed and do a quick review of the investments opportunity and then invest quickly with a click. And I realized that this platform is nothing but democratization, fractionalization, tokenization of the illiquid asset like real estate. And it covers the most important aspects of any investment, that is security, liquidity, and returns, as simple as that. And why we think this platform is more relevant, because today, if you look at any new generation, Gen Z, Gen X, they are very comfortable at a click and they can invest whatever amount in crypto. And we know today we are speaking and we saw Bitcoin passing 100K mark easily. So it's all because of the confidence of this Gen Z and Gen X. Whereas real estate, they even want to look at it. But with our platform, they'll be able to just click and look at the token and just invest. So that's the reason my contribution is basically to make it relevant to the investor, to the sponsors, and to the marketplace.
Perfect. I knew the answer. I knew the answer. I wanted to get it from you. I wanted to get it from you. And we all are, of course, we all are friends before we joined hands as a business partners. So I had that liberty to ask that question.
Absolutely.
So you have answered that how this platform is differentiating from other platforms. Having said that, you, though you have vast experience in this particular field or this particular marketplace, you are new. So how do you feel confident that you will be managing multi-million dollars, maybe 30, 40, 50, $100 million deals, and how will people come to you for those sort of a deals, because after all, money is something that everybody is very cautious, and especially I'm sure you're not concentrating on Marathi community as such. It can't be done, but especially our
No.
community, we are very cautious about investing even $10. There are 10 questions for every dollar. So how do you think that you will establish yourself in such a competitive market, and what is your edge over other technologies?
So first and foremost, Anand, we don't pitch this as a technology platform at all now. Last 6 months, even I've been continuously talking to Pramod, and slowly converted him to speak to anybody. This as a capital raise platform, then tokenization for capital raise, than that of technology. Number one. Number two, the my own experience as an investor, I knew that sponsors and investors are suffering in current market conditions with the interest rates very high, insurances go out of the roof, utilities crazy, operating expenses gone up with the you know managing the real estate. So naturally, they were looking for something which is a platform which can make the liquidity easy so that they can manage. And most importantly, I don't think I'm aware of any platform which can handle it. Is like a gear, you can say. Regulation S, Regulation D 506C, 506B. Those who understand real estate, those who understand investment, those who understand Security Exchange Commission's regulation, they can easily. This all can be done with a switch, literally with a
Right.
switch. And everybody literally fell off the chair when they saw that. So naturally, this is a big differentiator. So Regulation S allows anybody non-US, anybody in the world to invest without opening a limit LLC here in United States and doing anything extra. They just get a separate form. And Regulation 506C, we are targeting maybe 500,000 people who have got big W2s, which are like 200K plus, and still not interested in investing in real estate, right?
Yeah.
So when I started talking, when the platform was ready, I had some people on my mind and I spoke. And can you imagine the first shot itself, we could strike the deal. And it was a deal. It is a deal, rather. We are onboarding, and we'll talk more about where now it is ready for investment and $1 million hot action. We're raising $8 million. And my deal was very clear that here is the proposal and here is the advance I need to start work. I mean, can you imagine, with no track record, no experience, nobody on our platform? I said, this is my deal, take it or leave it. And they
Perfect.
had such a confidence in us. They said, okay, they sent the advance and we are working on it. So it's not our arrogance, it is our value which we are bringing to the deal, and they
Yes.
trust us as friends. So we are confident moving forward that uh, really there are three groups who have big properties, commercial real estate. They're talking to us. And on an average, I would say we would be able to tokenize about $100 million next year if everything goes fine. We are also talking to two uh, broker dealers. They are called FINRA, registered broker dealers in New York City. One is focused on general capital raise, other is focused on digital securities. Now, we have some plans. We are working with them, business plans. If that goes well, we can add 100 more million for tokenization. So let's see how it happens, but we are confident with our first deal going in the right direction, in the right place. So, when we start well, we win half the battle, correct?
Perfect.
So it appears that way, but we are not arrogant. We are very modest. We are on the ground. And Pramod and I work 24/7, even on weekends. So we are hopeful that we'll be able to meet our business plan next year.
What is this? FINRA registered brokers, what role do they play?
So these are FINRA registered broker dealers are authorized to raise capital either directly through their sources or syndicating with other registered broker dealers, or the sponsors themselves only can approach the investors. We as a platform cannot approach. So either we have to make platform powerful, and we are definitely going to leverage. Coming back to Garje Marathi, there are enough people who are 506c, which is accredited investors in United States. I met so many in Garje Marathi Summit in New Jersey. Almost everybody is accredited. There are so many people around the world who can invest using Regulation S, which are part of GMG. So we will help the sponsors, will also get the investors on the platform using GMG channels, and then remaining thing the broker dealer can bring in. But I would like to tell important thing, very important, is the broker dealer got to know about this. We had the first meeting on Thursday. He saw the demo. He immediately asked for next demo Friday. He immediately asked for next meeting with Pramod and I separately for the business plan Saturday. And Sunday he sends his proposal to work with us.
Perfect. Perfect.
In 4 days, he wanted to conclude the relationship from his side. Pramod,
Perfect.
you want to add something?
So we
Yeah,
have,
I mean,
I'm sure we have
absolutely.
raised enough curiosity amongst the listeners, amongst the viewers. And this is not a suspense film. We don't have to keep it in the end who done it. There are a few more questions, but at this point, I would like you to talk about name of the company, company's URL, and company's social media or web presence. So what's the name of the company? Where is the office? And what is the strength at present, staff wise, everything. So you don't have to keep it as a secret or suspense at this present. So please tell me about that before we move to next question.
Yeah, absolutely. So the primary holding company is Apex DeFi Labs. And these three words, which is a holding company. This company, the definition in each three words, if you think about every word, this signifies the meaning. So Apex DeFi is at the top level. DeFi signifies decentralized finance. So we wanted to, the whole idea of is to decentralizing the finance. And the lab signifies that we will always be in an innovation phase. It's a lab. It's not always that one product is done, one platform is done. There will be always an innovation. So this is a holding company. Under that, there's a company called DeFi Assets LLC. This is the company that actually holds the platform. The platform name is VIP Capital, VEEP Capital CAP, capital CAPITL capital.com, vipcapital.com, which is a real estate marketplace on which this real estate fractionation can happen. And on top of that, what I would love to add into this is, especially for in the Garje Marathi who are entrepreneurs, who have a startups and other things. So before touching these things or before building this platform, what are the complexity? And I would like to add that. So to make this such type of, why there are not so many such platforms available right now? Why in US people are not standing up to build such platform? Because of three primary reasons. This is not like an HTML e-commerce website that somebody can just come up and stand up a website. No, here, you need to understand three fundamental pillars. One is financial structuring, how the financial instrument works. So, our platform not only satisfies real estate, but let's say in Garje Marathi, there is some startup company who says, I want to raise $5 million against the shares of my company. They can use our platform to raise the capital. 5 million, 10 million, we can actually bring the capital to all the Garje Marathi, startups companies for that purpose. So one has to understand the we call, I especially call it the financial modeling. So we support common stocks, we support real estate, we support fund. Next year, we are launching bond, we are launching convertible notes. So financial instrument. Second pillar that is required to make this successful is the legal. I myself spent almost 3 years in understanding how Reg D 506 work, how regulation D 506B works, how regulation S type 3 works, I know how 301C1 works. I mean, it probably talk about any capital market lawyer. I can answer almost most of the question. And the reason was when I thought like build a platform, I need to understand law part also because this has to be completely legally compliant for firm. And this is where I feel ki Garje Marathi entrepreneurs should understand as a Marathi. I mean, I just don't want to commodity community specifically, but what I want to say is that as a startup guys, they should understand US allows startups to raise capital under Regulation D from accredited investors. US allows American companies to raise capital from the foreign investors under Regulation S, and both are the exemptions. Both regulations are available on our platform. Whether someone says, I want to tokenize my share of the company, someone says, I want to tokenize my real estate of my company. So this is the second part. One part is the financial modeling, second part is the legal aspect, and third part is the technology. So underlying technology is very complex. So this all three part together, we put like a 3 years time in building this technology platform, or I would say, and a solution for decentralizing the finance market.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm sure you have big plans for 2025, but I know both of you that you like to talk about things done, then talk about what things you will do. That is how you are. That is how you are. I know you have very big plans, but just one tricky question. Do you want to tokenize DeFi Apex DeFi Labs itself?
So that's a very good question. So we tokenized and launched Apex DeFi Labs also. So someone who is interested into
Exactly.
saying that, hey, I want to invest into Apex DeFi Labs also,
Yes.
number one, they have an opportunity on invest.apexdefilabs.com. We launched a portal. Someone says, when I have $5,000, I want to be the part of the company, can definitely
Perfect.
invest to this. And I would love the Garje Marathi members to take an opportunity and be the part of this game changing. Our vision is to I would like to add on a couple of 2 points here. One is our vision is to definitely go public by 2028, 2029. We are very sure that when we go public, we will definitely go minimum with a $5 to $7 billion valuation, or almost up to $10 billion valuation. Another thing what we did is
Sorry,
we looked to
billion as in B.
I'm talking
B. Yeah.
B.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking about B because that's where we are. And we got an offer. One thing I forgot to mention when we built this platform, we had a demo. I went and demo to SEC commissioner. So we went to the regulator saying that, hey, look at what we built it. And then literally, I would say they love us. So when
Wow.
I demo this to the ACC commissioner, Hester Pierce was appointed by US president. So commissioners are direct appointed by the US president. So first time when I met commissioner in her Washington DC office, then during pandemic, we demo her to platform. She asked us to demo this to the bigger audience in ICC. We demo it to almost 16 top executive. Then the NASDAQ. So we had 3 meetings with the NASDAQ, thinking about how this platform can be. Is there a possible way of strategic partnership with the NASDAQ? And that's where we see there is a tremendous growth opportunity. Last one thing I want to add it here is India is growing. We all know India is growing tremendously. And a similar thing we launched in India this year under the name of Vivaswat Revolutions Limited. We formed a deemed public limited company in India, which is an official subsidiary of the US company. We did the complete foreign direct investment, complete RBI reporting. Now in the India, we are almost, in 2025, probably 250 crore is a target for India to tokenize. We already have talked almost to 25 crore properties in India. So for Apex DeFi investors or Garje Marathi investors who said, as you asked, Apex DeFi is it tokenizing their own shares? Yes. So
Yes,
there
they
is a
have.
tremendous, growth opportunity on this.
Because we all want to be part of your journey, so why not? Why not? And I'm in the slide to follow, we have all the details about how to contact Apex as well as how to contact your India counterpart. There are contact numbers, there are email addresses, and your URLs you will see in the next slide also. Next slide as well. So Rajiv and Pramod, thank you very much. It has been extremely a learning experience as well as something that one makes me feel proud that we are doing. The ease with which you talk about millions of dollars is really commendable. Is really commendable, because that shows the confidence. That shows that you're sure of what you're going to do. Wishing you grand success, and I'm sure you will create a great impact for your business as well as for our community, and as well as humanity in long term. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Anand.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Anand. Thanks, Pramod.
Thanks,
Thank you
thanks,
so
thanks,
much
thanks,
for the
thanks, Rajeev.
opportunity.
Thanks for the opportunity.